I bring seasonal greetings to all Christian Biafrans all over the world as they celebrate, as we all celebrate together this Easter, the death and resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. I greet you all, fellow Biafrans, all traditionalists, all Judaists, and whatever have you. This fateful evening, as we join all Christians in this very fateful celebration, I want to take us into picking out some lumps of very important topical issues that arose from the interactive session with Adadi Orama and the Prime Minister, Biafran Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And I want us to pick this very important aspects of this discussion a couple of hours ago. Fellow Biafrans, you will have to bring your seat closer, and it's not going to be too lengthy, but it's not going to be too short either. It's going to be on the balance. The time taken I am referring to here, but I believe me, it's going to be very interesting, because we are going to pick up lumps of topical issues to go home with, and then we walk with them as this our pursuance of freedom continue to push forward. All fellow Biafrans, please, before we progress, I will want to oblige you to kindly click on the share button. Click on the share button. Share it to all platforms. Please share this video to all platforms. Share it, because the issues we are discussing here is very, very topical. You are going to really enjoy it and pick something as a working tool as far as this struggle is concerned. So if you have not liked this video, please like it before we continue. Like it. Just click on the like. You are going to really like it, but click on the like so that others will join you as we watch it together. Also help us to share it and subscribe to this platform. Subscribe, please click on the subscribe, and also click on that bell symbol, like bell. If you have not been getting our updates, that is notification inscription. If you have not subscribed before, click on the subscribe. If you have subscribed before, don't. If you have liked this particular video as you started watching it now, don't like it second time, because second time will cancel the first like. So thank you. We move. Before also we go, if you have not registered, if you have not voted for this referendum, it is very, very important. It is very, very important. It's as important as the struggle itself. Please vote. Make sure you vote. Make sure you encourage everyone around you to vote. We move into the topic today. Let's okay. Mazi Simon Ekpa came in. He honored the invitation, and he proved he is really a true son of the soil, as a good Biafran, and he laid to rest a lot of questions, and even the very irrelevant ones. He really performed fabulously well in attending. I am not trying to be hypocritical. I am not trying to be sycophantic. I am being very realistic. His performance in attending to these questions are very, very encouraging and interesting. I must tell you, some of those issues that arose includes he stated clearly hear that these guys in the IPOB Nigeria have reduced the struggle that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put up to a political pressure group. That is what they have become. They have become a mere political pressure group. Before we discuss on this issue, just see some of the already pre-planned, pre-arranged little clips from the IPOB members, as the more and the more they are fast disintegrating and pulling out of the IPOB Nigeria International, because they are getting ashamed of themselves. Look at this very unorganized one, who already planned on how he wants to hands off in Biafran pursuance, just like all of them. Before we go into dissecting this pressure group, political pressure group that they have become, just listen to him. Listen to your freedom fighter.
No, some I put a hebu immediately. Now one name we when everything or time I will report a buonya immediately water. So matter legafo. Uno nyela complain. Ndike water soon unu child water still kweba naga. Happen on your one person none. None of you cannot even grow above this. You people now over your misconduct, you now drag everybody. Creating disaffection here and there. Enemy and but as a experiment yellow motor pilot here. Now one day banish charge. Who now I know to be much again at ground. I won't know idea. Now okay, vacuum of silent. Because the leadership will not quiet. All who know are gonna fill the gap. Now where the leader who got the information where the leadership who feel that gap one good until I bear with a decision and report. Until I bear with a country shall run. Oh my God. Oh, Chineke, people are behind my book. Don't know. I'm don't know even how is it better to quit this thing? I don't come no it's a while zap one at this thing. The pain is too much, the stress is too much. Not from the enemy, but from the inner also. The pain is unbearable. It's too much. What do you call they call you there? What do you call we are buying a goers? I'm gambling a more come out because they water too much.
Okay. Now you hate that fellow. What does that sound to you like? He already planned it up front that he is going to quit the Biafran struggle. He planned it up front that he is going to quit Biafran struggle. That was why he came in this light. So this has become a soft landing for him to carry out. I am now still going to use him to tell you why this is just a mere political pressure group further, by linking it to why all of them are declaring political interest. Yes. You know, all along, they have made accusations that are not in line, that we have been able to perforate. Okay. Now, you had Biafran child who become Fulani child. He knows that they don't have what to offer. He knows that they don't have any capacity, and he already planned to surrender to somebody who has the capacity. But after they make this decision, you people would think that he meant to surrender to Chika, Dozia, and Chinasa. No, they practically meant to surrender to Simon, but their ego. Now look at him, Biafran child. When we get this background, then we can launch into full discussions. That is your Fulani child now, formerly Biafran child.
And I must support those that have what it takes to restore Biafra. Because I, the Biafran child, I don't have what it takes to give you Biafra.
There are baboons and monkeys everywhere.
Okay. Now, throughout last week, a week plus after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court case, You heard these Olodos in the IPOB Nigeria International. They were all saying that Onyendo was talking about Simon Ekpa. Now, look at where their Caro White himself accepted that Onyendo was talking about the IPOB One Nigeria International. Look at him. Here he was able to tell you that Onyendo was actually talking about them, because they have always done everything Onyendo was talking about. See, that they were the ones who were doing what Onyendo said, because Onyendo said those who want to sell their brothers, who work with the Nigerian government, who are serving as agents of Nigerian government, who take security information, then Awama, who lead to the buying of the Biafran people in the name of, because they feel that they feel offended, or these people did not agree with them on certain issues, so they now tag these people criminals, and they are the ones taking these people to the Nigerian security agents, which Chika Dozeha confirmed. And China's slave was the one even doing the execution himself when he came online to call this person's name. Now he said they have severally done what Onyendo is saying. That is Caro White. Listen to him. We are establishing the background.
I immediately issued a rejoinder on 16th of March 2023, detailing the activities of Simon Ekpa and Biafran, and also pointing to the fact that IPOB as a peaceful global movement have distanced themselves in various publications, and also volunteer to assist the security agents in fishing out these criminal elements. These are not that IPOB as a peaceful global movement have distanced themselves in various publications, and also volunteer to assist the security agents in fishing out these criminal elements. These are not.
Now, having listened to all of this, before we go into the discussion in details, see the response of Mazi Simon Ekpa, our PM, Biafran Republic Government in Exile, that elicited this discussion this fateful day. Now, look at what he said. He said that these people have become a political pressure group to Nigerian state. And you know why he said that? Because the IPOB International One Nigeria came out, their leadership, their overall leadership, which is the Chika Dozeha, came out openly out of his church mind to tell Nigerians that they are welcome, that irrespective of all this one, they are including his name in this one, that they should forget it. After all, he's been working with them. He surrendered IPOB to ESN to the Nigeria. That is not where we are going now. He said he is advising the Southeast governors, you know, whatever they are doing now in the recent time, immediately Onyendo, their whole deal clicked. Onyendo now was kidnapped, as they planned and collected their ransom for that. Now, they said, Chika Dozeha said himself that he is advising the governors of Southeast. Everything they do now is of the Nigerian government. Now that they are advising the governor, so that the Biafran people now will begin to love them. Now he trusts the Abia State governor is already starting the good work. Now, so that the attention of Biafran people will be shifted away from the struggle, and now they go under and accepting one Nigerianism again. So he's advising them even across beyond Southeast. Now he's no more talking Biafra now. He's Southeast, South. Now he's also advising the Bayelsa governor, advising Soludo, that he trusts them now, that they should bring in wonderful policies so that this will distract Biafrans away from this focus of the struggle. Because He wanted to make sure that since they are unable to quench this struggle from this angle, as they struck the deal which landed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the jail, in the kidnapped custody. Now, he is now trying to, because the agreement is to make sure that the IPOB is quenched till they have eaten the money. But Simon Ekpa made it so difficult for them to have that come to fruition. Now, they are now trying to help Nigerian government under President Tinubu, they now call Tinubu, to make sure that this thing now is destroyed from another angle by bringing policy ideas to this governors, Southeast governors, South governors that make up the Biafran state, so that they will bring policies that will distract the Biafran people from agitating for their freedom once and for all. Now, that is where we say, this is a political pressure group. Are you following? Are you following? If you are not following, call me back to order. We said that this is IPOB International One Nigeria now have attested that whatever Onyemdu is saying is true, one, and that they are now acting as their office, which is now where we dumped them, seeing that they have been sellouts. Now we dumped them by sacking them. Now they have now owned up their position of being nothing other than a political pressure group of Nigerian state. We will buttress this further. Now go to Chinasa Slave. Go to Chinasa Slave's Twitter handle just few hours ago, not a long time, few hours ago. Check, you will see his most recent Twitter tweet. He said, maybe before I delay in editing this video, he could have maybe he could have sent another or posted another video by then. No, but if not the most recent, the second to also, just check it. He is here in this particular video advising the Nigerian government on what to do, even though he is still mentioning Biafra Deo. That one we understand. There in that post, he said, breaking news, Southeast has been declared to be far more developed than other regions in the contraption called Nigeria. So don't forget its individual efforts that contributed to the rating, not Nigerian government effort or project. Besides, according to him, there is no Nigerian federal government project in Biafran land apart from police, military, and custom checkpoints, where they exploit Biafrans in impunity through extortion. I understand what you wanted to do, just a normal harassment and extrajudicial killing. So you get that. He is now not talking about struggle here. He is now looking at the whole thing as Southeast. This is the leader of IPOB, who now officially become a pressure group. Pressure group only try to mount pressure on the government to influence policy decisions and actions. Pressure groups only, you know, when we do this, some people think that we are here for blackmail. We are not here for blackmail. Pressure group must be understood in the light of its real meaning, because a political pressure group are organized just to influence government decisions and policies, in making legislations, affecting and influencing legislation, influencing public opinion. They are also known as a lobby group. They advocate for their interest. They are a special interest group. A pressure group, they are political pressure groups because they are only targeted at influencing particular policy action that affects them as a group of people. So it is significantly based on size. So political pressure groups are not really interested on, you know, what is really a public or social problem. It is interest oriented. That is what IPOB International One Nigeria is. To prove this further, Can you now understand why all of these people are coming out? Mpejima is coming out now to tell you he's tired of this. He's now coming fully into politics. That has been their target. So that has been the interest that they have always projected. That's why Mazi Simon Ekpa carefully chose that word. They are now political pressure group. That is why you say Mpuru Ruago is now coming to declare shamelessly, and still went back to talk about raising fund for ESN. We are coming, we will touch the issue of ESN because it was raised by one of the persons that threw some questions to the PM. Now, these same persons are shameless. They are leaders that are now the Fulani eyes in the Nnamdi Kanu's legal council. Karo White also was going to buy tickets to run for election as a member of House of Assembly. All of them they've always lost the ambition of using IPOB as a rising or stepping stool into politics or into political limelight. That was the sole reason. You will see them coming out sharing like Chinasa and slave, going and using governor's convoy, different governor's convoy. They had their interest, and people were deceived all along. Now the Okoko, I just played his video, who is sharing now. I'm going to call it a day, just rather to stop. That one is soon going also to go into politics in Nigerian state. That is the one Nigerianese people whom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I know there are many people here, but I know I have not seen anybody. If I can see only 100 people, that this struggle will go so easy and I will get Biafra very smooth. Unfortunately, as at that time, when all these people were surrounding him, he did not see anybody. When we tell you that this is these guys machinated and when we tell you that these guys sold Onyendu, it looks like accusation and blackmail, like they want to paint it. This is their DOS people now complaining.
They did the kidnap Onyendu. Onyendu told me to set a meeting, Zoom meeting, on that 19th. And Onyendu himself invited Chike at that meeting. And that's the day we started looking for Onyendu. Onyendu did not show up at that Zoom meeting. Chike know everything from A1. From 1 minute that Onyendu is not in that meeting. Is that not evidence to show Chike does them to look for Onyendu? He knows the right day we started looking for Onyendu. He was in that meeting, and Onyendu is the one that scheduled that meeting, and Onyendu invited him in that meeting. Chika did not look for Onyendu for 8 days, 10 days before you find out that he is on in Kenya. Chika doesn't know. If he did not show up in that Zoom meeting that we are looking for Onyendu that day, could be a different thing. But he was there. That's the only thing I have to say. Let's continue.
Thank you, Mazi, High Chief Oboefi. It's very, very important. When this thing happened, like Mazi Ezumezu said, they always try to blackmail somebody. Same China Sanwo came on Radio Biafra telling people that it was Canon Takano. Now,
I am not telling you, ask Barrister Ejiofor. Did any governor told him that they are rounding up on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I don't want to mention some names, but there are people.
I got you.
Yeah, there are people before that time when they had that meeting in Enugu where all the governors gathered. That was the day the meeting was sealed. But you know, our leader somehow is also, he has his own mind. You understand me? Even if you give him a security tip, sometimes...
You all had it. So...
That Shina Sanwa slave, Chika Dozieha, was aware. But they want to... They want to bully every other person to even go into defense, thereby shifting the attention from them themselves. They were the ones accusing Takano, accusing everybody, whereas they were the real devils on the cross. They were the real devil on the cross. Look at these people. Do you ever believe that these people will suddenly turn to a political pressure group and shamelessly they still want to, after they already confessed they have surrendered the ESN to the governors, they are shamelessly still coming to collect donations from people? Thank God people are waking up. Oh, raise fund, raise fund. Shamelessly. Now we want to now go into the issue of ESN. Master Simon Ekpa took his time to explain what we have re-echoed often and on. That he is stopping this ESN for reasons that are very clear, and every good Biafran that is sincere understood and accepted that it is so very logical and justifiable enough. That's why he ended everything that has to do with ESN. Anything again you hear about ESN is by these fraudsters. Of course, they don't have anything again. That was why they are posted in Ebonyi State. They don't have any. They are not. This one is just a deceit. All these other ones you see them do gra these days now, it's a deceit. Now, this will make you trace. Why is it that since Mazen Nnamdi Kanu sacked the eyes of the Fulani in Nnamdi Kanu's legal council, since they sacked Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, sacked Carol White and all his evil associates in the legal team, that this criminal one Nigerian DOS started since then getting serious about looking for all the cattle. In any way they see cattle, they buy and do video. Anywhere they see cattle, they will buy because they don't even have the nerves to go and do any good confrontation. Now, anywhere they see cattle, they will buy to elicit conflict and call for attention that will further, you know, give the Nigerian government and their judiciary system a reason to still link terrorism to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They were the first people to accuse Simon Ekpa that he is trying to, you know, cause extended cases to, you know, create more problem in Nnamdi Kanu's already existing cases or charges, so that Nnamdi Kanu will not come out. Now, in reality, you see what they do. What they are doing, they will now push that to the right people, so that those people will now be the ones in defense. While you are busy defending yourself, they are busy still exploiting the atmosphere they created and keep causing more problem for Nyendu. Now, Mazi Simon Ekpa, our PM, was very careful in analyzing these things. I really marveled the way he has responded to some questions that are very sensitive. Really, he is the good guy. He is the good guy from all angles of it. You know, when a good father begets a good son, in his heart he is well. That was why even when some other riffraffs in the legal team who want to come to bring some fishy hands, Onyendu apparently ignored them, and Aloy Edmako shouted them down, because they want to help the criminal DOS in selling and or bringing in their deceit again to Biafran people. Thank God Onyendu is in the spirit. If you heard the way Man Simon Ekpa responded, now these people, what they are actually doing, like I said, since Nnamdi Kanu was getting serious about sacking the former legal team leaders, It was all that while this criminal one Nigerian IPOB, they started trying to now carry guns, carry arms, and begin to now look for cattle, so that, and they do it on video. Whenever they do it on video, so that it was appear that the creation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still fermenting troubles. Now, Mazi Simon Ekpa now answered this painstakingly by saying that it will be very, very fine that everybody begin to see that he has already told Nigerian government that ESN has been banished. So the ESN created by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to safeguard our land, which they evilly tag a terrorist action or activity and movement and body, now has been now withdrawn, and disbanded. So don't tag anything to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Don't link up anything we are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even though he is still our leader in calling for our freedom, but he is no more the one that is calling for any kind of confrontation with the military. So whatever we do now in terms of standing and withstanding the aggressions is nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was so very clear in that. Shebi una dey hear me. So Mazi Simon Ekpa talk say why him don't remove the ESN. He banned the ESN and stop them from working. And because say people then they talk say these people DOS one Nigerian IPOB them. Now don't they talk the thing where they do, they try to bring them saying as Simon Ekpa they do. Now in order to settle the problem, make anybody know they carry waiting we they do, waiting Simon Ekpa they do, con the link for Nnamdi Kanu case. He say no. Say he don't disband ESN. So ESN, nothing like ESN again. Since Nnamdi Kanu create ESN, when I go talk say waiting we do, now Nnamdi Kanu creation they do. Say we don't end up. Now him Simon Ekpa create Biafran Liberation Army and Biafran Defense Forces. Now this ones now they confront the aggressors. Is that not very clear enough? Very clear. It's very self-explanatory. That is why he said, since all this while, when they noticed that the legal team that was the devil on the cross, that was leaking all the information and giving the Nigerian government clues on how to keep Nnamdi Kanu there, they bring off manner of extension of cases, all kind of errors. Sometimes the day the Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to be released, they will not come to court. They would all kinds of errors. They will not allow the barrister that comes from US. They will not allow the other members of the legal team who are sincere. They will not allow our traditional rulers. Our people continually get embarrassed in the court because we had the Fulani eyes in the legal team. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case it spans within just a week, 2, 3, and court sitting comes. That today, to the credit or to the glory of Almighty God, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now can assess his team of medical doctors. Just within, when did the Ejimako take over? Now that these DOS people took all their gibberish radio Biafra, that is Radio Nigeria, Radio Fulani, they use it to try to, run a campaign against Aloy Ejimako when he was pushing to bring Nnamdi Kanu medical doctors. The Caro White came out, the videos are all here on YouTube, came out and began to make all sorts of comments, and finally he won by making sure that the DSS stopped the Nnamdi Kanu's doctors, so that Nnamdi Kanu will buy. Yeah, he wants Nnamdi Kanu help to finally fail him, so that he will now begin to go into politics and nobody will now have a threat, nothing will stop him again. Now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's doctor came, this man stopped them and owned it up. It's not this one, he wasn't pretending. He owned it up, he stopped them because he did not come through him. It's not because he didn't come through him. It is because he don't want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to leave. Because if as Nnamdi Kanu leaves, all his plans will not work. You will see. He will be busted. You will see. All of you. You will see. Now, that is why you see, since there is this change of Lego team, haven't you been seeing progress? Haven't you been seeing things? Now, my Simon Ekpa now is now beginning to see if he will hope anything comes out with Aloy and his team. Can you get that? Now, there is another very important thing that along this this discussion, we're attempting to respond to some callers. Master Simon Ekpa now talked about this same topic I have done up to 6 different videos about, where Shetima, as in 2015, promised that they are going to align with the Yoruba people, those the political class, to make sure they have an economic system that will be clearly tilted against the Igbo man. And as they are doing this, they are bringing physical aggression that they will destroy the Igbo people economically and finally push them to the ocean. He made that threat 2015. 2020, it became 10 years, 5 years. And today, he happened to be the vice president. He is the vice president. Now, those promises he made, they are bringing it to fruition today. That is why some 2-3 days ago, you heard about the Festac market, where Igbo people, that is dominated by Igbo people, burning. Before then, you hear the one at the one Eko or thereabouts burning. Just like that, Mandela's before that one. Every now and then, if the market now, if they did not were not able to dissolve the security there and beat the security of this market and put the fire, they will now go to come out openly with government face and bulldozer and give short period deadline, and they pull down these Igbo people shops. Are they not doing it? Then some other people now say, oh, is that not why we told you go back? When you go to your Igbo land in Nigeria, you are still to suffer the same fate, because he said they will deal with you when they finish you. They will now finish you in your own place. That was why you see pulling down of different people's businesses by the governors in Biafran land, still under Nigerian government, and they are doing it and going free because Nigerian system is still in operation. That is why I don't like all those one Nigerianist people at all. They are confused people, because some of these public influencers like Bro Paul Chibo, when they come, they see that they are blessed with the wisdom of oratory, but they are people with the high spirit of indecisiveness. They don't just know where to stand, and they just don't know what they want. Their one leg is here, their one leg is here. The angle they come out in making their public opinion known, it's always very confusing. You want Akuruno, and you know when these governors unleash their satanism on our people, there is none of these people will come out to defend the people. They don't. Do you have the capacity? Can you even defend yourself? And that is the situation that left all of us to decide that we can't just manage again. We can't just manage. We can't continue to manage. Shetima said it. He promised it. He is keeping to it. Please, fellow Biafrans, listen to these videos. Listen to these videos, please, so that you see how these points are raised and how Master Simon Ekpa responded to some of these questions. Thank you.
The answer to this your question, Bona, what you don't know is bigger than you. Eman okwa ozalo otutu ajuju. Mana ndị mmadụ amaghị. And I believe that na kita ndị mmadụ bịa na-achọpụta okwu ahụ not the too deep. Yes. Because it answered a lot of questions. So Everything I have done so far is taking things from the heart of Mazen Amdekan. And I want everybody, most of the things we are doing is not like, it is somewhere, but it is just for you to understand that Biafra is a spirit which must become a nation and restored, and will be one of the best countries in the world. So the spirit of Biafra, once it chooses you, it guides you and show you what to do at every given point in time, and at every step you are going to be doing the right thing. And that is what differentiates us from the other people who were just a political pressure group, because they were not genuine and the spirit of Biafra left them. The other people who were just a political pressure group, because they were not genuine and the spirit of Biafra left them. I want you to understand that on February 2022, we have voting online, and we gave vote of no confidence. On the other side, the IPOB Nigeria. And that day, I made a pronouncement. I said, everything have left them from this day, and they will never ever rise again until Biafra is restored. I want you to check from that 28th February to now. Have they risen again? Can never happen. Anywhere they raise army, anywhere they raise any ESN again, under them, they will be captured. And it is happening. I am telling you, all the people you see they are displaying on social media, the Nigerian terrorists, are in their camp. A few days ago, they busted them in Ebonyi State where they are trying to set up camp. So anybody following them, they are following the betrayal of Biafra. And the spirit of, so long as you are in Biafra land, you can never succeed. The only place now that have the spirit of Biafra, which have a clear path to our freedom, is the Biafra government. If you are against it, you will never succeed. It does not matter what you do, believe me. From the commanders that betrayed me and this struggle, all of them, I have never wished bad for anybody, but believe me, once I pronounce anything against you, you and the spirit of Biafra will have something to settle. Like I said, here Biafra, but here more kaneme. And because Biafra, a lot of people have died for this nation, and the spirit of these people that died are very, very angry, and they are hungry for freedom, to make sure that they did not die in vain. There is no country in the world that have witnessed the massacre of their people like Nigeria and Biafra. And they are still one. No place in this world that what happened to Biafra people has happened, and those people continue to remain as one, like Nigeria today. So the spirit of millions and millions of children, innocent children, that Nigeria killed, murdered, in order to keep Nigeria one, have possessed many of us, and I'm one of them. That's all I have to say. And like I always say, before you attack me, go and consult your native doctor. Go to your oracle and do some alpha, so that you know whether that particular fight you are going to pick up with me, you are going to fight it to the end before you can embark on it. Biafra land, in Biafra nation, the United States of Biafra, we are looking at a country that will have equal right, make everybody to be equal. Your religion will be equal. What we're going to have is official, as official religion is the Christian religion, traditional Omenana religion, and the Jewish religion. That's going to be the three official religions we are going to have. And these religions will be treated equal. No one will be more superior than the other. Government will participate heavily to make sure that our people are not being carried away by religion, that we must practice practicality, we must embrace civilization, innovation, and what will make us stand very tall in the international community. So religion is one thing that we are going to make sure that every religion that is official religion in Biafra land is going to be treated equal, with equal right and respect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Obatobi. My last question before Nyesi and the Napono Obatobi, dịka ịbịa na Biafra land, enwere asụsụ dịgasị iche iche. Anyị nwawo ndị Biafra anụ ife onye a na-ekwu na ife onye a na-ekwu. Ife anyị ji communicate with English. So, dịka afụfụ anyị tara na n'aka ndị Britain so much, ife gbasara oyibo. Ọwụ na Biafra bịa, ayo ya continue with oyibo ka o nwere asụsụ anyị ewepụta anyị na-asụ anyị iji wee na ya wa asụ nwere asụsụ ọzọ nwere ike ijikọta ụmụ Biafra or English.
The vision I am having for Biafra is a Biafra where every ethnic group who find themselves in Biafra will conduct their affair of day-to-day affair in their state with their local dialect. So if you are speaking whatever you are speaking as a dialect, that becomes your official language in your state. Use that to have your daily affair in the government, because there you understand things very better. But one problem we are going to have, which I believe it is a very long-term project and we're going to solve it, is the ability to develop this language and dialect into written format, and the communication to be globally recognized as a dialect and as a language. Many dialects in Biafra land, people don't know how to write it, right? So we need to develop this language and this dialect, and that takes a lot of time. So the vision we have is not a vision of today. It's a long-term vision which will be shaping the United States of Biafra in the next 20 years, in the next 30 years. We want to be somewhere where we are going to use our local dialect to run the affair of the government on a daily basis, and also in the school. So when you come to a central, the central government of the United States of Biafra, we have one language, to use as a general language for communication. That could be English, for example, because that's what we, accepted globally. But this is something that has to go through a legislative process, which takes a very long time. But for the fact that Biafrans should understand that if you are a Jaw, a Bibio, Efik, you will use your dialect to run the affair of your state. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remained the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and I see him as my leader. I'm just the prime minister. He may decide to be the president of Biafra. People don't understand that there are systems of government. He said he don't want to be the president of Biafra, but I was there. Yes. Because the people he was dealing with, he was not very sure of them. In Finland, we have president of Finland, and then we have the prime minister of Finland. So we can also run the same system of government. But the most important thing is that I do not want what is happening now as the liberation of Biafra to be linked to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I have made that very, very clear. What we are doing now is what we are doing for Biafra nation, for ourselves, our future. It must not be linked to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And because I know where the criminals are linking and trying to link those things to that. Every time when we do something, they say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOP. We have government in exile. And everything that we are doing today to delegitimize Nigeria is under Biafra government in exile and under Biafra de facto government, not under IPOB, not under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay? So why are they linking it to IPOB? We have Biafra Liberation Army, not Eastern Security Network. And the Biafra Liberation Army continue to delegitimize Nigeria by neutralizing the terrorists in uniform in our land where they come to kill our people as before, and we take responsibility of defending our land, but yet they are calling Eastern Security Network. We don't have Eastern Security Network. We have nothing to do with Eastern Security Network. What we have is Biafra Liberation Army. and Biafra government in exile and de facto government in the homeland. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and as far as I'm concerned, he is one of the key players in this movement. If he comes out today, a lot is going to change. Believe me, a lot is going to change. And haven't seen him, that is not giving up. His place is waiting for him in this government.
Oh, na Biafra bia. Nwaanyị atara afụ well ndị dị ndụ kịta anụnwa. Anyị sịkwa wee nye ha ọnọ. Oluo mgbe anyị enye our patrons ọnọ. Ụmụ nwoke ndị nụrụ ọgụ. Ụmụ nwaanyị atara afụ dịrị ndị ọmụrụ nwa. Mụcha ụmụ niile ha mụrụ. 3 million to 5 million nwụọ na. Nye ka m na-ajụ anyị enyekwa ha ọnọ na ọ na Biafra wee bịa. Ndewo.
Thank you very much. We will immortalize those who have paid biggest price for this nation, Biafra, and restoration of Biafra as an independent nation is the highest honor we will give to them. Thank you.
Ana aga n'ụlọ na-ebunye ha ego ka ha wee kwere wuru ndị Muslim. Biko, ihe ha ga-eme ihe a na ọ karịala. Ọ bụ ihe ndị ụka mkpụrụ ala na-arụgodu na saịdị nke ha nwa. Ihe na-enye m concern biko.
Yeah, that is my least worry. That is not my worry at all. That is not the problem. Once Biafra is declared and restored after some few months or years of battle, their head will be corrected automatically.
Okay.
The independent state of Biafra, you remember that it is condition that make the fish to bend, right? And you also say that they are giving them money in order to convert. So it is not from their hearts. And the condition is making them to convert. So once Biafra is declared, the condition that is making them to collect money to convert to what they don't like will automatically disappear from them. Biafra government will correct all these injustices. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is it. Only when you can make it against somebody,
I can only change to be a beast.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, my PM. I think that guy knows again. Thank you very much.
Basara Imana, in the Western world where we are now, any room wine, eat very well, and they heard one of them. But Biafra, he can to the extent that now wine I got room also now and at the same time we nowhere to that extent.
In Biafra, we are going to have equality, equal opportunity for men and women, but at the same time we will respect our culture and norms. The tradition of Biafra people, different tradition, different culture will be the base of our constitution. So we are going to make sure we preserve our culture. Culture is the way of life of people. But at the same time, we are embracing civilization. We are already civilized, and we are bringing a system that will put Biafra as a nation to compete to other parts of the world. And very, very outstanding country, because of our natural resources, will become a very interesting a place for Biafra, for the world to come in. And at the same time, we will make sure that Biafra has a brain-based economy. Women are needed in different positions, and that we have actually displayed in the Biafra government in exile, and of course in the de facto government. Women are doing wonders. Their brain are needed, their experience are needed. So this African mentality of women is this, or women is weaker, is not actually working for us who have embraced civilization or contributed to Finland being what it is today. And so when I joined the politics in Finland, if you are able to translate the last article about me and Biafra, you will understand that when I joined politics in Finland, one of the major reasons was to learn the system so that I can go back to use it to change our people and change the system. That was my major reason of joining politics in Finland. And I believe that I have learned a lot. And that's exactly what I'm implementing and using in the Biafra struggle. Finland and Biafra has similar history when it comes to the liberation and independent state. After they got freedom, fought their way out from Russia, they were very, very poor. Very, very, very poor. And even at the same time, Russia also participated somehow in making sure that Finland had something to feed. So Russia was importing. At that time, the whole world almost rejected Finland. Nobody wanted to do business with Finland. This is a history that even many Finnish people don't know this history. That many countries of the world rejected Finland. It was still the same Russia that was, that went into agreement to start importing socks, the wool that Finland was producing, in order to, boost the economy of Finland then. By that time, nobody in the world wanted to buy this product from Finland. They were virtually producing only this cotton, socks and all that, But Russia was importing it in order to, make them have money. And out from nowhere, Finland is what it is today. Women participated in creating Finland and making Finland one of the best countries in the world. So I have actually learned from them, and that is exactly the evidence you can see today in Biafra government in exile. And the progress we are making today is, unimaginable, with unimaginable speed. So women is very, very needed, and we are going to make sure that there is equality in Biafra, in the United States of Biafra. So, yes, women will be part of it. It is you who don't understand the role of women that have to adjust yourself and, make yourself adjustable to live in a Western way and at the same time value our culture. So please, my brother, women are needed to have a very robust nation. Thank you. There we go.
Yes, I'm calling from Biafra land. Thank you, Prime Minister. My question is this. Please, all these people that has been crying about they grab their land, those who are stronger than them took their land, they cry forever, but nothing is happening. All the lands that the government are grabbing from people, what are we going to do when Biafra comes to help to recover the land for the poor people, please?
That particular thing has been covered in Biafra Charter that was adopted in Helsinki last year. We covered how to solve the problem of land. And one of the ways is that the land belongs to the people, and whenever government want to use land for anything that is going to be for the interest of Biafra, the owners will be duly compensated, and the person whoever owns the land will be happy. Those that their land has been taken away by criminals who represent Nigeria within Biafra land, of course, those who took that land by force, it will be revoked. We will go through the process to make sure everything followed a due and legal process to revoke every illegally possessed land in our land. So we'll make sure that the fight for our freedom is not just to free as a nation or as an entity, but also to give hope and life, return hope and life to the people of Biafra who has suffered all manner of evil treatment under Nigeria. So those things will be returned back to them. Thank you.
Yes, I am.
You're lazy. All right, so come and be lazy in Biafra. You are going to receive social services, welfare in Biafra. If you like, be lazy. But what I can assure you is that the social service, social welfare you are going to receive in Biafra land can only afford you to buy food. It can't afford you to buy iPhone 14. So if you want to have iPhone 14, you go to work. You can buy food, stay in your house, drink water with your children, but you can't enjoy the good things like MacBook Pro. If you want to buy MacBook Pro, you go to work. So, but food on your table, security on your table, and social amenities you are going to have in your different communities and world. But if you want to buy Range Rover, you go to work. If you want to buy a nice car, you go to work. That's where you get the money to buy it. not from the government.
Okay. Okay. When you come to the hospital, when you come to the when you know you said free hospital, would the free hospital be for everybody or for just the old people when it comes to the
everybody that is legally in Biafra land, documented, and is a Biafra citizen or staying with Biafra government residence permit, you will have access to free health system. Yes.
Okay,
at the same time, we are going to have a national insurance scheme, which we are going to announce later. We need to put all these structures in place ahead of time. So the national insurance scheme of Biafra will subsidize the hospital, bill or the healthcare bills and all that. So they will subsidize it. So if you go to hospital, for example, and the cost of you visiting a doctor is 100 HMA, 100 Biafra HMA, for example, the national insurance scheme of Biafra will cover 90% of that, and you're going to pay 10 HMA instead of 100. Okay. That's the system.
There's a little bit of thing here. If, for example, like here in UK, if you don't have your document, but they will still allow you to have, if you are a pregnant woman, you want to go and have a child, they will still allow you to go to the hospital to have your child, but they will not let you go to the kind of, I don't know how I will call it, it looks weird, but the police will be on your case, they will come to you to find out how you're going to pay. Or if somebody is standing for you, then the person can put their credential down for you to have that free delivery. Or, because you must get the treatment before payment. So if they don't have nationality of Biafra, will you treat them regardless?
That is a United Kingdom. We are not going to copy United Kingdom. We are going to copy Finland system somehow. And in Finland, if you are not residing in Finland legally, and you want to give birth, of course, you pay the bill, the hospital bill yourself. And if you don't have the money to pay, you are still going to receive treatment or give birth anyway through a process that the system provide for people like you. And then later on, the bill will come. If you end up staying in Finland, it will come either through the debt collectors, or you go to the, if you cannot pay the bill, the bill will go straight to, to the money collection authority. So the bill is there somewhere waiting for you until you have your stay in Finland, and then they will come to you and say, when are you going to start paying this money? So if you cannot afford it, they may write it off at the end of the day. But whether the process is there for you to, to show that this particular treatment or this giving birth in the hospital without document is subject to payment, yes, it's subject to payment. But at the same time, the right of the children or the right of the unborn child is already protected, making sure that the child receives adequate healthcare service, even at birth. That is not subject to you paying money ahead of time. But once you go through the process, you, as a mother, you are going to be attended to, given that particular attention, and you give your birth. But at the end of the day, the bill is still on your head, and you have to settle it when you have the money.
Okay, thank you, lovers of freedom all over the world. Please make sure you like this video, make sure you share this video, make sure you click on our subscription if you have not subscribed before. If you have subscribed to this channel before, don't subscribe second time. It will cancel the one you did before. So now make sure you share, make sure you like, drop your comments. Your comments are very, very important. Your comments are very, very, very important. Please make sure you drop your comments. Let's know your opinion. 4G4 or 4 good Biafran people, thank you. Ekpa Biafran Radical Freedom TV. We can call it a day for now. Drawing the curtain. We move